So the clock has just struck 12. I've just got back from QPR away, and Reading have dropped to 4th in the table after a defeat at Loftus Road by 2-1 to QPR. Now look, before I go ahead and talk about the game, I just got to say fair play to QPR. In terms of teams on the pitch, in my opinion, probably did deserve the win. If I'm being 100% truthful, there's parts of it that I think Reading could have easily snatched a draw. But if we're being 100% completely honest, QPR were probably the better of the two teams on the day. Probably just were the better of the two teams. So we'll talk about the game as it was as well. But in terms of the two sides, just in general, they were probably played better than we did. But, you know, it was a lot of pressure from QPR, and the way Reading defend, that's the way we defend. We really negate chances, and we stop teams from having chances when they have these long spells of possession. QPR's chances mainly came when they hit us on the break. There was an Elias Chair break, really like in the second half when Reading came out of their shells a lot more. That was really it was one of the biggest chances really of the game, and was one of the ones that really comes to mind when I think about it. But we'll talk about the game in general. I really did think Reading defended well. I think we did defend well. I think obviously he scored 2 goals, Lyndon Dykes. He scored a good header, and then he scored the penalty. But I think Tom Holmes did well to contain him throughout the game. I think Tom Holmes did do a good job on him. Look, obviously he did score the 2 goals, and I'm not saying that he kept him quiet and he was in his pocket or nothing like that, but I think he did a good job to keep him quiet throughout the game. Elias Chair is definitely QPR's best player. Look, he clearly just was QPR's best player on the day. I think for us, Nesta Guinness-Walker played really well. I think defensively maybe he was lacking for the first goal. I think he should have closed his man down a little bit better and got out to the cross. But in terms of going forward, I think he looked quite good. It was quite a positive from him. And that's kind of just a common trend that you see with Nesta Guinness-Walker, is that going forward, he definitely has the ability. In terms of running performance as well, Andy Carroll, again, was quite strong. Listen, again, winning headers. I think, was it Jake Clark Salter, or Salter Clark, whatever his name is. He did a decent job on Andy Carroll. I think he was winning it was probably 60-40, 70-30 to Andy Carroll. So he did a decent job on him, but again, Andy Carroll's going to win the headers 9 times out of 10. I think Lucas João didn't play great today, in my opinion. I didn't think he was brilliant. In the second half, we were a lot better and we were pressing, but João still was struggling with that game plan. I think Andy Carroll did really well at the press as well, if I'm being 100% honest as well. Andy Carroll was quality at the press. In terms of the first half, though, QPR did have a chance to make it 1-0 early on, but a good save from Joe Lumley denied them that. But it was actually Reading that took the lead through a penalty in the first half. It was actually won by Lucas João, to be fair to him. And Andy Carroll stepped up and was able to score his first goal for the club since returning from his spell at West Brom. So Andy Carroll was able to get his first goal of the season, but just 3 minutes later, Kakai, who came off the bench, was able to whip a ball into the box, and Lyndon Dykes was there to header the ball into the back of the net to make it 1-1. That was just 33 minutes into the game, so our lead lasted a big 3 minutes. We were top of the league at least for that short period of time. After that, again, Reading just soaked up the pressure. QPR kind of turned it on, but again, didn't really create any chances during that spell. At the start of the second half, though, Reading really were the better of the two sides. I don't think there was any major, massive chances in the game, but we did have a better spell than what we had at this first half anyway. We then kind of dropped the ball in the 60th minute. I'm not really sure, but QPR just kind of turned it on a little bit. There was a chance for Elias Chair to make it 2-1, but a good save from Joe Lumley. And then obviously we were able to bring on Tom Ince in the 75th odd minute, and we just didn't touch the ball for a very long time. QPR then had a corner after it was cleared away, come back out, and Mamadou Loum has gone ahead and fouled his man, and gone ahead and given a penalty away. I mean, I don't know why he's trying to tackle him. He's gone in for a tackle like that in the box, especially in the 80th minute, with less than 10 to go. shouldn't be ever making that tackle, but he's made the tackle, and Lyndon Dykes has stepped up and scored to make it 2-1. Look, Reading had a chance to equalise late on. Tom Ince had a good free kick saved by Semi Dieng. But again, it just wasn't Reading's day, unfortunately. And it wasn't meant to be. We weren't meant to get a draw or a point or a win at QPR. And for me, it's really disappointing because it's my 5th time going to Loftus Road now, and I've yet to see Reading win. I've seen 2 draws and 3 defeats. So, yeah, I've not got a positive record when going to Loftus Road. But tell me in the comment section below, guys, what you thought of the game. Obviously, QPR fans are going to be on here chatting shit as always. Listen, we all know we're the real hoops. We know you're not the real. We know you're the fake ones. And yeah, I'm sure come April time, you'll be bottling it as always. Look, it's all fun. It's all fun. Obviously, we know the expectations for Reading is to try and stay up. So as long as we can stay up, I'm happy. So it's going to be it for this one, guys. I hope you have all enjoyed it. My name's been James. Thank you for watching this match review. Yeah, we'll go ahead and see you in the next one. See you then, guys. Bye-bye.